Well, my name's Claar. I'm a longtime resident of Bolingbrook, moved in 1977. Grew up in Central Illinois, actually not Southern Illinois, Effingham. Attended school at Eastern for my bachelor's and master's, and then taught at Decatur, and then was asked to come back and teach at Eastern. And while I was at Eastern, made a decision. I had to make a decision about my further education, so I went to Kansas State University and worked on my PhD and got that and came back to Illinois. Became a school administrator up in Zion, Illinois for a couple of years. Came down to this area, did some evaluations with this school district, Valley View, and was asked if I was interested in working at Valley View. I returned home, applied, got the job here. After a couple of years working here, I worked to run the vocational center, a Wilco Career Center in Romeoville for 14 years, and then got involved in local government as a trustee. And there were things I thought could be done, and I thought the only way to get them done is to run for mayor, which I did. And the rest of that's pretty much history. One of the things I tried to do as I became mayor is I analyzed Bolingbrook, what it had, what it needed, how it compared to other communities. And I don't mean just because another community's got it, we should have it too. There's a lot of things other communities got we don't want. But I like to think in terms of what banks were advertising back in those days. You know, come to us, we're a full service bank. And I thought, well, we should be a full service community. And the part of any major community that's successful, in my opinion, is a major library. And we had one. We had what the taxpayers could afford at the time. And the Fountaindale Library Board made a bold decision to build a new library, which, it's a tough thing to do because it has to be passed and approved by a referendum, which means taxpayers have to vote in a majority to do it. I was initially opposed to the library because I would rather have seen them build a branch to the existing library on the west side to serve our west side residents. The board felt differently. The referendum passed, and I was full bore supportive of the building the new library, and it is a grand looking building. I can see it from our City Hall council chambers. I can see how well it's lit up at night. And I drive by here frequently because it's directly across the street from Village Hall, and I see the parking lots packed. I mean, one thing you do in government, and it's not terribly scientific, but you govern by looking at parking lots. As you drive down Weber Road, I see the restaurants' parking lots full. I know they're doing well. If I see them full on a Tuesday night, they're even doing better. When I go by the library, and it seems like almost all the time, the library parking lot is filled. If library can help a community thrive, because as it continues to grow with the community, we all grow together and we're all on the same page. Good schools, shopping, the mall, the hospital was a big plus. The diversity of our great community is a plus because people like growing up in a snapshot of America, and Bolingbrook is a snapshot of America. And they also like the fact that there's a quality library, so as they grow up, they can enjoy it by reading books for children, and then they grow up, they hopefully will acquire an interest in reading in general. I've watched things come and go, and I've watched things come and grow. And it's been fun to see the library grow here. So it's a big plus to the Bolingbrook to see this library, and as people drive around, they say, "What's that?" I said, "It's our world-class library." I passed 50 a long time ago. I wish the library another 50, certainly the village, certainly the park district, but I don't see that other 50 in my future. But best wishes on a very successful first 50, and you'll only get better.